Great. Welcome to all fifth grade families and students. We are so glad that you could join us today for our virtual open house. I am Ms. Larimer, and I will be your child's fifth grade math teacher, and I'm looking forward to an exciting year.
Hi, everybody. I am Miss Newsham, and I will be your child's reading and English language arts teacher. And I'm looking forward to a great year as well.
And I am Miss Stiegel, and I will teach your child science and social studies, and I'm really excited to get this year started. So we're going to share with you a PowerPoint that we've created just to kind of go over some of our important information for this school year.
Welcome again. Just a real quick breakdown of who teaches what and what staff will be working with your students this year. Again, I'm Miss Larimer, and I am the math teacher for fifth grade. Miss Newsham will be teaching all of our reading, language arts, and writing. Miss Stiegel will be teaching all of our science and social studies curriculum. Miss Satterfield, who is a co-teacher in reading and math, will be in both of our reading and math blocks. And Miss Brown, who is a paraprofessional, will be in our science, social studies, and math block also. Okay, this slide is a snapshot of what our fifth grade schedule looks like this year. Notice it is a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday schedule. Each student will start in the morning with their homeroom teacher, and then that homeroom teacher will help guide them to their next session. So for instance, Miss Larimer's homeroom, notice it is in blue because our homerooms are color-coded. We'll start with me in the morning first, and then from 7:40 to 8 o'clock, and then I will help them get on to Miss Newsham's Zoom class at 8 o'clock, and from 8 to 9:15 they will have reading with Miss Newsham. We will have a quick break between 9:15 and 9:25. At 9:25, my homeroom again will go to science and social studies with Miss Stiegel. We will have a quick brain break again from 10:40 to 10:45, and then the students will have their specials scheduled, which we will present to you in just a moment. They will have specials every day but Wednesday, and then they will have time for lunch and recess from 11:20 to 12:40. And then their last rotation will be back with their homeroom teacher for that subject. So my homeroom will be with me at the end of the day from 12:40 to 1:55. And then we will have a few minutes at the end of the day to answer any questions and work with students individually if needed. This is the special schedule. Notice again, there is no Wednesday specials time. Just for instance, my homeroom will have PE on Monday, music on Tuesday, art on Thursday, and all the classes will have a virtual PE class on Friday.
And on Fridays, it'll be a pre-recorded, self-paced PE class.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Stiegel.
You're welcome.
And this would be our schedule on Wednesdays. Because there are no specials, there is our sessions are a little shorter. This is a typical early release kind of day for our students, with instruction ending at 11:20. So again, they start with their homeroom teacher, and each rotation is an hour with brain breaks for the students in between each session. And that 12:40 to 3 o'clock time is for professional learning for teachers, but it can also be used if a parent has a concern and needs to meet with a teacher for a conference. Please call and schedule those appointments with us, though, because we will be having classes during that time also. Thank you.
All right, again, my name is Miss Newsham, and I'm the reading English language arts teacher. And just like we have expectations when we have regular classrooms, when we're face-to-face, we also have expectations for online school. This is school, And we must know what is expected in order to be able to make goals, meet those goals, and be successful. So first and foremost, we want your child in attendance and on time. We will take attendance during each session. And on time, if the class is to start at 7:40, that doesn't mean log in at 7:50. It means to be ready to begin at 7:40. We need students to have their cameras turned on. We want to see you. We want to see the students, and they need to see us as well. So there may be a time when the teacher gives permission for them to close their camera and work on something independently. But unless that special permission's been given, we need the cameras on. We need students to be sitting up, just as they would be in a classroom. Be dressed. We know you're at home and you can be comfortable, but you need to be dressed. And we also need you to have a quiet learning space. And in that learning space, you want your materials always ready. There is a chat feature in Zoom where students can type a question or answer a question through the chat. We need to keep everything in the chat related to academic talk or questions. In 5th grade, we use a communication tool called Remind. This tool is for parent use as well as student use. Just a moment, we'll show you how to get those codes entered into your phone so that you can use Remind to send a text to the teacher. But we use it also as a study tool. For example, if we make a review game before a test or quiz, we might send out a link through Remind so that students can access that game on their phone. So this information was in the materials packet, but in case you don't have it or lost it, the information is on our next slide for you to sign up. We also have this in our Canvas course as well. Everything you see today, you can find again in our Canvas courses. But an example on how to get this information, you just act like you're sending a text to someone. The number you put in is 81010, and for the message, you would enter the @ symbol, 5, and then LARI for Miss Larimer, and then for Miss Newsham @NEW, and then for Stiegel @5STEG. It's important that you do this for all 3 teachers, not just the homeroom teacher, because we send out messages related to the subject we teach.
And if you want to pause the video right now and go ahead and sign up for all 3, that would be this would be a great time to do that.
Here is our contact information. The way you could get in touch with us another way is through email. And again, you can find this contact information on our Canvas course page also. And, feel free to contact us. We know this is all new. It's new for us as well as you. And don't hesitate to reach out if you're having a problem. We will do our very best to get back to you as soon as possible and help resolve any kind of issues you might be having.
So this is our virtual supply list. Everything that's on this list, we carefully went through and planned to make sure that we only had materials on here that were absolutely necessary for your child to succeed to the best of their ability. All of these things will be used while they are working at home, as well as if and when they're able to come back in the classroom with us. Also, be sure to click on the open house button on each of the Canvas pages and complete the parent information form. You only need to fill out this form one time because all 3 of us have access to this form, but it's important, especially during times of students' learning, that your information is correct and up to date so that we can easily get in contact with you if we have any questions or concerns about your student. The last thing we wanted to share with you is show you how to get to Canvas. If your child was in Newton County last year, it's a little bit different. I'm gonna have to stop sharing my screen and go back. Sorry, give me just a second.
You're doing a great job, Miss Stiegel.
Thanks. If your student was in Newton County last year, they may be familiar with Clever. This year, Newton County kind of phased out Clever and we use My Launchpad now. It's a pretty similar setup where all your apps that your child will use that are school related are there, and you can click it and it'll automatically log them in. So we'll show you an example when we go to Canvas. So this is our Canvas link. It's kind of gray with a red circle-y type logo. So when you click onto Canvas, you won't have to type in your student's login again. It'll automatically pull from My Launchpad and get their information in. When you first log in, you'll come to a dashboard that kind of looks like this. So these are all the courses that I am enrolled in. So your student should see a homeroom page and then a course for each of the subjects that they are taught in school. So I'm just going to show you an example, and we're going to look at our 5th grade science page. So when you come in, you see our virtual little classroom, and there are a bunch of buttons down here. So you have a meet the teacher, you have a contact the teacher where all of our information will be, and all 3 of us have a button similar to this on our pages so you can get all of our contact information. We have a Zoom meeting button. So if you click on this button, it'll automatically take you to the Zoom meeting. So you won't have to type in a code or find a link. You can just come to our Canvas pages and click on this button and it'll get you into our meeting. We have our daily schedule button just in case those papers get lost, that you always have access to those. We have a button that just discusses the rules and expectations that we mentioned earlier in the slideshow. We have a supplies list button just in case, again, you lose those papers. And then this button has tips and helpful links for both students and parents. As we've said, we're learning just as you are. And so anything we find that's helpful, we will put here. And then we also have an NCSS academic calendar. So on the content courses, mine is set up to where I have a button for each day of the week. So if it's Monday, you're just going to click on the Monday button and your student will be brought to a page where eventually it'll have an agenda about what we will do for that day. And then any links to modules or quizzes or assignments that your student will need for that day will also be under the Monday button. And again, if you have any questions regarding Canvas or My Launchpad or anything, feel free, please send us a remind or an email, and we will be glad to help you figure it out.
And I believe that may be it.
Yeah.
So the next step would be for you to join us live, correct?
Yes.
All right.
So we will see you shortly.
Bye.
Bye.